Nice trick, Arnold.
Where's the case?
So, what's gonna be the story this time, Arnold?
No story necessary, John. I'm done. Everybody's dead, including Lacey. I'm gonna collect my $5 million and disappear. Now hand over the case.
Well, you're gonna disappear, all right. How do you think this is gonna end?
John the Legend Payne, killed in action. Toro evades authorities. Sucks, because I was damn close to getting him. Now hand it over, Payne.
Why did you do it, Arnold? You had the whole unit running around in circles, coming up empty. You could have reassigned everybody. Why didn't you just do that? Why kill them? Why Cody?
She loved him. I wanted her to love me. Simple. He had to go. That wasn't business. That, my old friend, was truly personal.
What about Valley's family? His kids?
Give me the goddamn case!
They all had to die because of your obsession with a woman that you couldn't have?
All pawns, John. Tired of being a pawn in somebody else's game. Decided to run one of my own. Now save me the trouble of wiping the blood off that and throw me the fucking case!
I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna try to shoot me, but it's not gonna stop. And then we're gonna fight. It's not gonna go your way. Then I'm gonna make you pay for Sky, Monica, Lacey, Valley, his family, and Cody with your miserable fucking life. Yeah, that's right. You should have checked your ammo.
The film opens with two security operatives, Mason and Cody, in hot pursuit of an armed criminal. Amid the chaos, Cody is shot, and a young bystander is inadvertently injured. Despite their best efforts, the criminal manages to escape. In his final moments, Cody entrusts Mason with a solemn request, to look after his girlfriend, Lacey. Between gasps of pain, he reveals that he has taken something of great significance from Toro and urges Mason to contact his brother, John Payne, a retired ASD operative and owner of a jazz bar in New York, assuring him that the message must be delivered. One evening, Payne's bar is visited by two men presenting themselves as businessmen. They aggressively attempt to purchase the establishment, claiming it holds sentimental value for their community. Payne refuses, and when the men escalate with racist insults and threats, he confronts them physically, subduing them decisively.
Stupid son of a bitch.
Shortly thereafter, Payne receives the devastating news of Cody's death. Determined to uncover the truth, Payne travels to Bucharest the next day. There, he encounters his former comrade, Arnold Briggs, now a high-ranking ASD officer. When Payne demands answers, Briggs reveals that Mason and Cody had been operating as part of a covert task force investigating a drug trafficking syndicate led by the enigmatic Toro. He warns Payne to remain uninvolved, though he notes that Mason Bellows, Cody's partner, is the only person who truly understands the situation and can provide critical insight. At Cody's funeral, grief overwhelms those in attendance. Mason, a close friend, and Lacey, Cody's girlfriend, mourn visibly, their sorrow palpable. While Payne attempts to piece together the events leading to his brother's death, Bucharest PD officer Vali Bibescu contacts him, expressing condolences and hinting that Cody's demise is linked to a confidential informant. Payne, however, insists on postponing further discussion until after the funeral. Meanwhile, at Frankie's studio, Mason conducts an undercover operation targeting Toro's syndicate. He spots Lacey and Joe Vig, believed to be Toro's right-hand man. As Mason enters the building to gather intelligence, he remains unaware that they have anticipated his arrival, sparking a violent gunfight.
Who the fuck are you?
Elsewhere, Vali's family enjoys an idyllic evening, abruptly shattered when masked intruders, suspected to be Toro's henchmen, invade their home. They murder Vali's wife instantly, and during a chaotic exchange of gunfire while demanding money, Vali is also killed. This tragedy occurs shortly after Mason had called him, requesting a meeting the following day.
It's me. I got 2 problems I need to get rid of.
Okay, wait for me there. I'm on my way.
What are these 2 problems? We gotta meet in the morning. The tape. It's time we show Briggs and blow this thing wide open.
Okay.
At the same time, Mason contacts Payne, urging him to meet at the bar to discuss Cody's death and those responsible. Briggs, meanwhile, calls Mason, chastising him for disobeying orders and warning that Payne was never meant to learn about the covert operation he and Cody had been conducting. Defiant and desperate for support, Mason insists on meeting Payne. At the bar, Payne reunites with his longtime ex-girlfriend, Sky, who works as a dancer. Mason soon arrives, and they begin discussing Cody's death. Their conversation is interrupted when 2 men attempt to harass Sky and drag her into a nearby room. Payne intervenes, discovering the men assaulting her, and, consumed with righteous anger, he attacks them to protect her.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Afterward, Payne reconnects with Mason, who reveals crucial information about Cody's murder and those responsible. He explains that him, Cody, and Vali had been investigating Toro. During their inquiry, Vali discovered a tape showing a prostitute being killed by Joe Vig, a capo in the Toro syndicate. Vali later showed the tape to Cody, which deeply disturbed him. The following day, Cody confronted Vig, and was killed as a result. When Payne demands to know who Vig truly is, Mason subtly points him out as Vig enters a bar. Mason explains that Frankie, Vig's right-hand man, owns the bar and that Vig visits every Monday and Thursday night. After confirming these details, Mason ends the conversation and hands Cody's gun to Payne as a symbol of honor and responsibility. As Payne leaves, Briggs confronts Mason, accusing him of disobeying orders. He claims that Payne and Mason have turned everything upside down since reopening the investigation into Cody's death. Furious, Briggs storms off, warning Mason not to cross him again. At the same time, Mason is ambushed by Toro's men, who attempt to capture him. They ultimately strike him with a speeding car, leaving him severely injured. Later, at Cody's house, Payne discovers the video showing Vig and Toro murdering Polowski. He also finds hidden information on Cody's phone revealing a $5 million negotiation fee that Polowski received from Toro, along with a key to a lockbox hidden at Maguire Palace. Realizing the significance of this discovery, Payne knows exactly what to do next. Meanwhile, Payne and Mason visit Lacey, Cody's wife. She reveals that Frankie had drawn her into Toro's drug trafficking operation. Once involved, they forced her to recruit more girls, threatening harm to her loved ones if she refused. Payne advises her to hide her sister Erin somewhere safe. Tearfully, Lacey explains that she once tried, but Vig forced her to bring Erin back. Moved by her fear and guilt, Payne resolves to dismantle Toro's syndicate once and for all. On his way out, Payne receives a live video call from Joe Vig, who is torturing Skye, Payne's ex-girlfriend. Vig mocks him, telling him to understand what it feels like to watch loved ones suffer. Enraged, Payne storms into Frankie's club, assaults him, and demands Vig's location.
Joe Vig.
Doesn't ring a bell. I don't remember who that is. Son of a bitch!
After destroying much of the club, Frankie begs for his life, claiming that Toro forced him to comply and that Toro had been obsessed with Lacey. According to Frankie, Toro's actions stemmed from his desire for her. Payne confronts Lacey directly, asking whether she ever loved Toro. She firmly denies it, insisting that Toro was merely obsessed with her and that she never returned his feelings. Trusting her, Payne devises a plan. He instructs Lacey to contact Toro and arrange a meeting at Maguire Palace, just outside the city. She is to tell Toro that Payne has the $5 million and is willing to exchange the money for her, ensuring Toro's presence at the palace. Determined, Payne and Mason prepare the palace for a final confrontation. Known as a place rumored to hold a gate to hell, Maguire Palace provides the perfect battleground. Upon arrival, they rig the area with traps and explosives and position themselves strategically for combat. Soon, Toro's vehicles approach. Several men split off to secure the perimeter while the main convoy pulls up. Toro steps out of the car, holding Lacey at gunpoint, and taunts Payne. Before he can finish, Mason opens fire.
You wanna get on it?
That's the valley. And this for his family. Too late for running.
Amid the chaos, a well-aimed shot knocks off Toro's hat, revealing his true identity. Briggs has been behind everything.
Briggs.
You got bogus on your left.
In the final confrontation, Briggs confesses his crimes and attempts to negotiate, urging Payne to walk away and start over. Payne refuses, insisting that Briggs must pay for what he has done. Enraged, Briggs shoots Payne at close range. However, Payne shocks him by surviving. He reveals that during his last visit to Briggs's house, He had secretly replaced Briggs's bullets with blanks because he suspected betrayal. With no advantage left, Briggs engages Payne in a brutal final fight. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and press the like button for more chilling movie clips.